So wait, you made the wings?
So I made the wings, yes. So
I may need
she
to
saw
talk
in
to you when I
person.
do my Tinkerbell half marathon next year.
I actually have some wings, and I'm in a purging mode since I'm
Well,
either
the
purge or
nylon,
pack.
I don't need them. I got some nylon wings and I don't use them.
No kidding.
I'll let you decide.
I said I have a tutu, and then the big, nice tutu that I
Yeah.
have.
You want to have
Yeah, so check that out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
2 boxes? You want 3?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we definitely have to get
Layla over
Layla
there.
in her very.
Yeah, bring her over.
She would love it.
Let her
She
be a
would
model for
beautiful.
me.
And she would be stunning.
Oh, my granddaughter would love it.
They
Have her be
visit,
one of the
right?
models.
What?
They visit pretty
Maybe
often, right?
I'll snag her next time she's here.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
So I'm gonna start my talk. I've
Yeah.
already started recording.
Did you look?
I looked,
She saw the chair, I guess.
I saw my purse in the chair, and that it was next to Jen. And then I actually scooped back a little, because I've seen people do that before. I'm just kidding. So that it could show that I was with people instead of just sitting down talking by myself. So I thought that wouldn't be very helpful. So when we moved to Colorado, Steve and I are probably going to be switching roles a little. He's going to be, even though he's freelance, some of you know what he does, some of you don't. My husband is a freelance video editor. Letitia knows very well what he does because they met while being editors and worked together. So he's going to continue doing that, but there's not obviously as much television work in Colorado as there is here in LA. Everyone knows that, right? So he's going to start focusing more on helping small businesses and entrepreneurs with their video needs, which of course I was super excited about because so much of what I do on social media with people, I can't even tell you how many times over the last 2 years I've said, so do you have any video of you talking about that? Have you thought about doing video? What about video? Do you have video on your homepage? You want to embed that video on Facebook? You get more clicks if you, so it was definitely something that was exciting that I'm already telling my clients that they should include. So it's a great partnering for us as well, and then I can help him with the business side of that as well.
Like a package together?
Yes. Yes. So since I was not planning until yesterday to talk about video and social media, this is a little bit thrown together, but I, of course, talk about it passionately all the time. So I'm hoping that I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, but I do have my stats in red, which is good because, as you see, my printer black ink is gone, so everything else is just going to be me talking. And we don't have much time, so it's perfect. So those of you who have heard me talk before, one of the things that I mention most is making sure you have that connection with your audience when they come to your Facebook page, when they see you on LinkedIn. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? What is that one thing that I always say you have to have?
Video.
We're not there yet. No.
Good picture.
It's your headshot.
Yeah.
And it's using your headshot, not your business logo, because your business logo is sterile, it's static. It is super important. It's very branded. It explains a lot about the feel of your business, but it doesn't create trust, and it doesn't create the beginning of that relationship. And that's important, yes.
Do you think it's wise to
change it now and then? Or do you think it's better to leave it for a long time static?
I think changes are always good because when you change your profile photo on your business
Tells
page,
everybody.
it's a notification. It's an activity on your Facebook newsfeed on your page. It
Yeah.
actually gets sent out to everyone as a notification on LinkedIn. So it's definitely good to change it as long as you're not changing it to your dog or, you know, you as a baby. You know, that's fine to do on your personal page,
Right.
but on your business page, when you're out networking and people say, oh, let me go like your business page, or you're directing them to like your business page or follow you on Twitter because that's where they'll get your up-to-date event information or all of your tips or to sign up for the newsletter, any of those sorts of things. They need to be able to look at you and then look at that page and say, I recognize her. They can't do that with a logo either. And even though, another thing that I always say is make sure you have your name on your business page as well, like Strategy from the Heart with Yvonne Elm Hall. Because when I'm talking as a speaker in front of a group, no one knows that I'm Strategy from the Heart. Even if I mention it 3 times, they're going to remember Yvonne Elm Hall. I was introduced as Yvonne Elm Hall. I'm on the program as Yvonne Elm Hall. They come up and talk to me, Yvonne Elm Hall. My business card has my name on it and my business name on it, but the reinforcement is my name. And since they've made that personal connection, it's my name that matters. Same thing with the face. It's the face that matters.
But like when my logo like is in the What's Up for Kids magazine,
Mhm.
not my picture. So a lot of people recently are saying, oh, now I
Ads
know
are
who you
different.
are.
Mhm.
Okay, because they're gonna recognize the logo and the name is gonna be a lot more places than me and my face.
Correct. And that's partly because of the advertising that you do and the business that you do. However, for What's Up for Kids, people are going to be more drawn to you as a photographer if they know that you are a mom and you have a child and you're doing the exact same things. So right now, they see your logo and that's fine, right? But if you go to a mommy meetup group with, I'm totally blanking on her name, Sienna or Sierra?
Sienna.
With Sienna, and they see you, they don't know that you're Fleur de Lis Photography. But if you had your photo there with your logo, but your photo there
On
too,
Facebook.
on Facebook, on the ad, whatever. I mean, it's more appropriate in a magazine for you to have the logo on there. It's more corporate, but it doesn't allow that connection to happen. So what's the next step of that? Building trust. People love seeing the eyes. And that's why that photo is also important, because when you can see someone's eyes, you can kind of tell if they're shifty or not. Right? Can I trust this person? Can I not trust this person? So the next level of that is video. Not only can your mind process visual images 50,000 times faster than reading text. So let's say, for example, let's say I did actually have printer ink and I printed this out and I passed it around to you. Would you process what I'm saying the same as if you were reading it off of here? No. And do you process it more if it's in a photo or if it's in a video? Or if I'm sitting here talking to you? It's all processed differently. It's also more engaging. I'm involving you in the conversation. Now, I'm also sitting in front of you. However, if I was directly talking into the camera, I would still say, would you rather visit a Facebook page and connect with someone that has a headshot or with someone that has a logo? If you were deciding between 2 businesses and you had met someone in person and knew their backstory, and another person is just someone you got off of the Google search, who do you have who do you want to work with? that's the reason that we're networking, right? Is because building those relationships, building those connections help our business. When people get to know us, they get to know the type of business person we are, etc. All of that can be done on video very easily. I can tell my story. But it's not just that. It's not just me telling the story. Hi, I'm John Elm Hall. I love social media. It's really great. Video can help you. That's awesome. But it's not just that. It's, you know, is she a stern person? Do I want to work with her? Is she laid back? Do I want to work with her? Is she someone that can explain technical things in a non-technical way so that I understand it? That's one of the things that I know from client feedback that I'm really good at. I can kind of do that in written form. I can kind of do that with text over photos, but I can definitely do that much, much easier with video. And so having that video is helping me get more exposure. I can be in more than one place at a time. I can post it on Facebook. I can post it on my website. I have a welcome video on my homepage because a business manager way back when I first started said video, 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 video. And my husband was right behind me saying video, 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 video. Of course, he was also saying, you have to be in the right light and you can't wear it in. And so I never did my videos with him because there's too much pressure.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that we have to say is that, you know, just because you don't have $1 million budget doesn't mean that you can't implement video into your business. We all have phones that can take video. I have a client who did this for 30 seconds,
Oh, herself.
and that's her homepage video.
Oh.
And you can tell at the end, she had to change, and it got a little shaky, but it's still a video. It's
Represents her.
engaging. It's showing how, I want to keep this, by the way. Okay. It's showing how she interacts with people. It's showing her demeanor. It is helping people understand what type of a chiropractor she is. It's also showing them how passionate she is about what she does. 30 seconds with her iPhone. Now, Steve and Letitia would kill me if I said, you can do all of your videos with your iPhone, right?
Well, you can do more. My dad actually comes to me every once in a while to do videos for his YouTube, and he posts on his Facebook page. And we use his iPad because although I edit, I don't shoot. I don't have a camera, but we use the iPad, and
Right.
you know, it's fine for YouTube. He's getting his message across, and his face is on
Absolutely.
camera, and he's been doing that for a while now. We just right now he hasn't done it, but I think probably after April 15th he'll do another one.
Absolutely.
But he just did one like a few weeks ago for tax tips.
Her dad is an accountant and has been a creative, out-of-the-box business owner for years, and I love hearing that. So that's awesome. I did not know that he was doing that. Super cool.
And I've been told as a photographer for the last 2+ years, make a video, make a behind the scenes video, make a behind the scenes video.
And I was just going to bring that up because a lot of people, especially those that are used to being behind the camera, not only do you not want to be in front of the camera, but you're like, what am I going to do a video of? Well, you can do a video of tips for your headshot,
Oh, I did that one, but
Right.
nobody ever really.
things to wear, things not to wear, busy patterns, not a good idea, right? Even though I'm doing it and breaking that rule. But you can do those sorts of videos because that's a helpful, and I'll talk in a minute about the different types of videos. But showing people what kind of photographer you are, showing people what kind of a sewing teacher you are, showing people quick tips on how they can alter their own images or create a quick visual to go with their email, something along that. Like, those are value-added videos that can help them. Now, talking about something like that, Janice, one of the things that I do, instead of being in front of the camera, because you have to take a shower, you have to do your hair, you have to figure out what looks good on you that day, put some makeup on, right? Are your earrings too big? Are they not big enough? Should you wear jewelry? There's a lot of decision making that goes into being in front of the camera. Yes, it's necessary for some of your videos, but it doesn't have to be all of your videos. Some of your videos can be technical screenshot videos, which I do a lot of, which Janice could do, which you guys could do for some Photoshop things or some other things, even if it's just walking someone through your website. A tutorial of, this is how you get to my portrait page so that you can purchase online. Great video for someone who's trying to buy their photos from your website at midnight, and obviously you're not available to walk them through it, right? Any of those sorts of videos are great. Again, value-adding videos. It's also great for showing people how credible you are, showing people how knowledgeable you are, showing your skill set. And those are great for organically increasing your traffic. Realtors show videos of their homes all the time, but they're focusing on their product. Realtors should also be showing videos of who they are, of the type of interview that they go through when they are accepting a new client, whether it's a home buyer or a home seller. This is how I interact with people. It's another behind the scenes thing that gives people an experience and lets them know how it's going to be when they work with you. So it doesn't matter if you love being in front of the camera. It matters that your potential customers are going to get insight on what it is that you do. So now I'm going to go with stats. Video will increase organic traffic to your website. Video will double the amount of time your audience spends on your site, your page, or your profile, because it gives them something engaging to talk about. HubSpot sent out an article recently. Are you guys on the HubSpot mailer? Talking about different types of videos and which videos are more engaging. So if you've been on YouTube recently, you have those pre-roll videos, which I didn't know what they were technically called until this article. But the pre-roll videos are the videos that you have to watch, that you have to get in 20 seconds at least before you can click the skip the ad button, right? Mm-hmm. It's the ad videos. No one watches those. Well, few people watch those. You watch the beginning of them, you probably know who it's for. We don't see how that video ends up. The videos that people are watching are the ones that entertain them, the ones that educate them, the ones that they want to see what happens at the end. Those are the videos that are keeping people's attention. So especially if you have something like Steve really wants to help people create webisodes based around their product. There's a great webisode that we found online the other day for one of the paint companies. It's not Sherwin-Williams Paint, but it's one of the other, Benjamin Moore Paint, where they created a reality scenario of there's a haunted house. They had a Craigslist ad of they needed to hire painters. So they had these painters come in to paint this house at night, of course, because otherwise it wouldn't be funny, with this one light on in this room, and they had ghosts appear. It's hysterical. You see like 4 or 5 of them, and they're like, okay, but they're getting paid, right? It's a legitimate job. So they're painting, and they start hearing things, and they're looking around, right? And then someone actually comes out in full like makeup and ghostly outfit, and they are cussing, they're freaking out. it's hysterical. People are watching that because it's not Benjamin Moore, we can match any color swatch.
Yeah, right.
You know, like
Right.
we know that stuff. You've already done that marketing. This is something that people will come back and watch. So that's one of the things that HubSpot was saying. And if you have those sorts of videos on your website, obviously people are going to stick around and watch all of those. And talking about that, your chances of converting a prospect into a customer is 40% better when you use a video.
Wow.
So if you, and this goes to landing pages too. Landing pages, squeeze pages, anything that you're talking about, whether it's an event that you're doing or a product that you want to sell, etc. Landing pages with video convert 80% better than those without video. Those are amazing statistics, right?
Wow.
But it has to be psychologically that connection that we're making when someone's talking to us versus us reading. Half the time, I don't even finish those landing pages. I get the first couple of paragraphs. If you're lucky, I will read to there. If it's something that I already know I want to buy, I've already clicked. And if it's not, then I've already moved on to something else. But if there's a play button, I'm interested to find out what it is. I click on it. And so because of that, all of your marketing is doing better than not having it. But what do you do with those videos after you create them, right? Whether it's this or that, what do you do? What time is it now?
No, I just have to put my name in first.
Me too. I'm good till 1:19.
We'll get to my time.
And that's where you put them online is important, which obviously comes back to what I talk about, what I teach. So, who knows the top search engine?
Isn't it Google?
Google.
Yeah.
On average last year, Google searches hit 6 billion every day. 6 billion a day.
Well,
I saw that stat and I had to go, Steve, is this 6 million? No, 6 billion. It was like 5,992,000,000, what it's
Stock is
ridiculous. Every day. Who owns YouTube? Google. So every time someone searches, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when you do a search,
The video's on top.
videos on top, because they want to promote their products. They want you to go to YouTube. So making sure that you have that video, that you have that video description, that the headline of that video has your keywords, the things that you are talking about, the things that are important in your business. Having that information when you put it into YouTube is important, because then the search engines, mainly Google, search that information, and that's how you find other people as well. You're also going to find other people because if you put it on Facebook, if you put it on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn does have the ability for you to add video as well as links, but to add video right on the bottom of your summary, right on the bottom of your work experience. So if you haven't done that and you have a video or you have an image or a document or a landing page of some sort, go home today and add that, because then everyone in your network will get a notification that you've added something, but also it gives them something else to support why they want to work with you over someone else. YouTube's taking over the world because Google owns it. All of the trends for websites in 2014 was talking about video, 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 video.
So maybe have a quote from
My
the movie.
6-year-old is stuck on YouTube.
Right.
But you know what he watched? Well, he hasn't watched Evan too. Evan is like this 8-year-old boy who plays with toys. And his dad records him talking about the toys. My son watches that all the time. Now he's found a new thing where somebody is going through all these Transformer toys. It seems a little boring to me, but
He's
he loves
fascinated.
Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and he has some construct bots. So there's some videos with his toys, and he can figure out new ways to manipulate them. And now he wants a toy. It said it only costs $100, Mom. That's not a lot of money.
How old is he?
6.5. So he's been watching these new, but he watches, the YouTube. It was a time when he couldn't watch it because I couldn't control all this other stuff that's popping up. But now, I got it off control, and he just watches reviews of toys, he's playing with toys, consider dads, because it's always them, their dad playing a video game. But he watches that constantly.
Right. And you're searching for those things.
And he looks up Transformers Construct Boxer. How do you spell this? So he uses to spell it out. He can type in a lot of stuff, and he just watches people play with their toys.
Yeah.
The rainbow balloon bracelets is the
Yes.
same way.
Yeah, really.
One of the coaches in our office, his website and his blog, all his blog is video. Every single one is a video. And then he'll put like the key points, he'll type those out, but he always has the YouTube video right there. And it's, to tell you the truth, it's so much more engaging because he's a really dynamic speaker to watch him give these, because they're all about training and coaching, to give these, little presentations, and they're all about like 4 or 5 minutes. So they're not too long, they're not too short, and then he'll bullet it, so if you want to print it, you can do it real quick. And then, if you go and click, he says I forget what the exact verbiage is, but something about to see more of my training, click here, and it takes you to his YouTube page. To his
Which is
channel.
brilliant, because then you're in his world.
And
then
he's
you
got
see
all
of
these
the-
training, and it's just like, and all of a
Right.
sudden, next thing you know, you're just clicking on all of them, and you kind of get
Right.
sucked in, so.
But even as a realtor, instead of a training person, even as a realtor, if you went and saw a great open house that was at a good price point, which we all know never happens in the South Bay, right? And you did a quick little video in front of the house, just saw this great house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, really high end. Let me know if you want to take a look at it, and you did that as a video blog with some bullet points.
Yeah.
I mean, that would take you 3 minutes
Yeah.
to video, post to YouTube, post on your blog. Then you have, stuff there, you have stuff on YouTube, things are coming up in searches, so when people are looking for South Bay properties or whatever. So I mean, there's definitely ways that we can all use video to help market our businesses. And today I wanted to just kind of get those stats in your head and get you to start thinking about that. You can tell I'm passionate about video. Steve's actually
This is
more
like
passionate
we're
about
watching
video.
the video that you're going to post it, and I got stuff from it, so
Good.
put that
It's
up.
also like when you click on the news, they always have a video, and then they have the text. Actually, I'm reading the text, I don't know why, but I think it's because my videos don't load fast enough. But they always do, they have a video clip,
Right.
and then they have the text underneath it.
And normally with news, like the video is the quick 10-second or whatever that they aired. And if you want more information, then you read all of the text. I'm sure that increases their article viewing, those stats as well. Because if you watch the video and you're like, yeah, but what happened to the dog? Or why was there, then you're going to read the post.
Goes on to the next
Right,
page.
it's a newspaper article practically, right? So if you guys want more information about video, if you need help creating your welcome video that tells your story, that by the way should be 30 seconds or less, let us know. We are putting together packages. We haven't figured all of that out yet. There are welcome videos, there are traffic generating videos, which are the ones showing your credibility. There are opt-in videos. Someone else was just talking to us about the fact that you should have an opt-in video talking about, hey, opt into my newsletter and get the top 5 tips of how you can increase your Facebook likes. But that free thing that you get should also be a video, because then that's something else that you can take and dissect. But it's also quicker. It's a lot quicker to sit here and go, hey, top 5 tips to increase your Facebook page than it is to open up Word and type it out and get it formatted and then make it pretty and then send it to Janice because it's not working right and the logo is in. Can you make it prettier? Of course you can make it prettier, and then she's gonna send it back. And you know, this takes 30 minutes to get all of that stuff done. So if you guys want more information on video and using video in social media and using video to help market your business, I'd love to talk more about it. Thanks. And that was only like, what, 20-minute talk. In and out.
Perfect.
Right at 1, here we go. I know, my meter runs out at like 1:19.
Okay, that's fine.
So I guess I need to make a video for those fairies.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to see the process.
That would be
and how you-
really the back, behind the scenes?
Yeah, that'd be fun to see.
Well, I wouldn't do like the behind the scenes of what I do in Photoshop after, because I don't want people.
No.
No.
Yeah, the actual photo
Yeah,
shoot.
just when
That's
you're
That's the magic, you can't reveal
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
and even
behind the
doing
scenes
that
when
at
they're getting
headshots,
dressed.
because I've never had a professional headshot done, and I do not like being in front of the camera. It makes me really nervous. Yeah, see? Like, in the
I can't turn it off. I don't know how to turn it off.
Because I know you're recording me on my,
See,
and I don't
hate
like the way I
my
look or
voice, so I don't
sound.
make videos. 'cause
I'm trying to turn it
I
off.
do
Yeah.
too. But
Or how I look.
I don't know, it would probably, like, that would actually make me feel a little bit more
Oh, I know.
comfortable